Hello, this is Abigail Austin. How are you guys? I haven't made a video in like a week or so, which is unfortunate, but I got distracted through some things, just not anything really amazing or anything, but just basically life, busyness. I was pretty productive for about a week or so, and then I had a down period again of about 2 to 3 days where I stayed in bed, didn't do anything. So I had a pretty good week, followed by a couple of days of down, and being down, and also being obsessive, reading on the internet about all kinds of things for hours at a time. My roommate's like, this is not normal for you to be on a phone for 12 hours straight. But yeah, that's what I would do, be on the phone in bed for 12 hours straight reading about whatever topic I was obsessing on at that time. And reasoning doesn't work with people sometimes. When you're in that zone, you're just like, leave me alone, I want to read this, I just have one more thing to read. And in fact, it turns into another hour, and then another hour, and then another hour. So, yeah, I had that period, and now I'm back up again. So I'm back up into the productive phase again. One thing I changed that's interesting is on the last day of my down period, I took a clonazepam. So I hadn't tried that before, and I'm gonna see. I don't know if this is just a natural cycle of ups and downs in bipolar, where you'll have a productive period and then you'll have a down period, and then an up period again, and a down period. I don't know if this is just the coming out of the down period was just a part of the phenomenon of being finished with whatever crazy cycles in the brain, hormonal or otherwise, that causes the cycle to change, or if it had anything to do with the clonazepam. So I'm trying an experiment now where I continue to take the clonazepam to see if I hit another down period after this up period. So we'll see. My last up period lasted about a week, and now and I was in a little down period, and it's not anything dramatic like full-blown manic or depressive symptoms. It's just more like, are you productive, or are you not wanting to get out of bed? And basically the mood. For a whole week there, my mood was twos all the way, two on a scale of 1 to 4, which is average for about a week. And then during the sort of lethargic time, I was probably a 1, which means I did some basic tasks, but really more like a 0.5, because there were some basic tasks that I didn't do at all. At the same time, I did eat, and I did, I was functional at a very basic level, except that I was just completely focused on my obsession and not wanting to get out of bed, except for when I absolutely had to do some essential thing. So yeah, that is my status update. So yeah, I guess my idea of posting a video every single day isn't going to happen. Basically, it's not going to happen. That's how projects go. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. You start a project excited, and then eventually you do it for a few days, and then eventually you're like, I can't make a video today. I'm too tired, or I'm too busy, and it becomes kind of not a project anymore. Now, I'm trying to not let that happen with this project. So I'm going to try to keep making these videos, but maybe I'll make them once a week instead of once a day. Let me read to you guys my notes over that period. I was together enough to take some notes on my activities throughout those days. Not every day, but once I came out of whatever cycle, I would write the notes down. So I'm going to look at those right now for those of you that are interested. And again, the message of this, I'm not looking at the camera, am I? The message of this whole thing is basically try to experiment with bipolar and OCD, and someone that actually has it, sort of self-experimentation to see what works and what doesn't work in as scientific a way as I can. And also to sort of provide some videos so that people can see that people are relatable that have some mental health issues like obsessive compulsive disorder, insomnia, bipolar, and to make sure that people, that if you have one of those illnesses, you can have hope that are ways to improve, and that you're not alone, that other people go through these things too. You're definitely not alone if you have this obsessive compulsive disorder or bipolar disorder. You're not alone, and a lot of people do struggle with it, and it's a battle that we can fight together. And it is a battle, and it helps sometimes when someone acknowledges that there's a battle going on. Because sometimes you can feel when you're surrounded by people that aren't going through any kind of mental battle or struggle, that you're not, normal, and that somehow your will is deficient, or you're not trying hard enough, or that you're just, that people don't understand you. And so I want to make these videos in part to let, so for there to be something out there on YouTube, on the internet, to show that there are people that understand these things, and there are people that go through it, and that the fight is worth it, and keep fighting. Alright, so let me get to my notes. One moment, I have to fiddle around with this. I wonder if the camera's going to go off. We will see.